Morning. Yeah, it's almost time to harvest my corn. I just gotta find space for it. Just trying to beat the sun before it gets too hot. I don't want to do this. What am I? I'm probably gonna plant some beans here for the time being, or I might actually go to the hardware store see what kind of plants they have. Just because I don't feel like starting seeds, at least right now. What I would consider summer, like summer vegetables. You too, thank you. Yeah, I just don't know if I have any radish seeds. Actually that might be a good suggestion. I did that before, so that's a great suggestion considering it grows pretty fast. So you just found an onion bulb that didn't quite grow. This bed had white onions in it originally. Just doing a little bit of housekeeping this morning. If I don't stay on top of this will get crazy. Thanks. Man, it's taken a lot of iterations to get it to this point. So I'm just gonna be moving around, making some adjustments. This is another bed that has squash and zucchini in here. I might do squash and zucchini again, but I tried planting tomatoes in here and did not take, so I'm starting over. Where's my bucket? massive this root is for marigold. Get out of here. Definitely gonna have to add some life to the soil here. Save that. So I'm gonna keep this. Got plans for it. Gonna save the flowers. Nice, yeah. I'm trying to just get up earlier in the morning so that I can get a little bit of yard work done. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill myself out here in the sun. So it actually feels pretty good. I don't even know what the temperature is, but it just feels good. So I'm here in North Carolina. It's what, 6:09. Hate to do it, but this big guy gotta come out too. But look how massive this root system is on this marigold. Have you ever seen a marigold this big? It's crazy. These were all grown with the seeds that I had saved from last year. And plan on doing the same thing. But I can't leave it in here. Find a special place for this here. So, my marigold tree here. Let's put you over here. Let's put you over here. All right. See, I already got 1, 2. 2 out of 18 done. Let's take this. Well, I do have some tomato plants that I have planted. Let's move this out of the way. There. These tomatoes here were all propagated from tomatoes over here. So I'm just gonna get these staked up and tie up. But just let me know if you have any questions about my garden, and I'd just love to hear what you got going on if you have a garden yourself. So, hammer. Twine. This is what happens when you don't put weed protection down, like a blocker. Your greenhouse gets overtaken. I'm pretty sure that's a tomato plant growing there. But I'll have to take everything out of here, get it cleaned up. Come on. Compost. Came in here for something. This. Okay. My hammer, where is it at? Just do me a favor, double tap your screen and for a like. It goes a long way, helping my channel. Oh, there's all these like baby frogs in here too. It's crazy. Where can I post you up at? I'm about to get the pruners too. This garden's out of control right now. Good and bad. There we go. Hopefully that's not a weird angle. It's just gonna have to do. Stakes. Oh, before I do stakes, I got tons of little baby. There are a bunch of like baby tomato plants in here that I need to address as well. Again, this just will save me time and having to buy more plants. Pretty over here somewhere. It's over here. like I already have. I have a bunch of potting soil, so all I'm doing here is just removing this tiny little seedling. I'll put it in a happy place. I don't know what kind of tomatoes these are, but that's the fun part. Yo. So right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Oh, yeah, there's another one. I'm not mad about that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 little tomatoes that I was able to get out of this bed here. And now I don't have to buy tomato plants. I'll just get these guys potted up. See? Get these potted up in order to have more tomatoes I can grow. Really here in North Carolina, where I'm located at, in Zone 8A, you can grow like till the first crop is really not until like November, maybe. Okay. So I'm gonna set you there. Get my stakes. Stake my tomatoes. One more. Tie my tomatoes. Nothing crazy. Yeah. One more. Alright, what next? We need to find a stake. The only problem with having beds this close is, depending on what you're growing, might be a little tight. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you don't mind the tight space to work around, you're good. Okay. What am I missing here? Oh. So I do have this tomato plant that fell over. But I need to get back situated. Come on. Cut. It's almost time for these things to retire. This is always the fun part, standing up a tomato plant that's toppled over. Alright, so we gotta do this. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Got it. I'm okay with that right now. As long as it was off the ground, I can live with that. Yep. Need trays for the tomatoes. Yeah, anyone says that gardening's like, man, I'm sure you can have probably a really nice garden. It's a lot of work to make sure it looks all manicure and pretty. No one sees all the other stuff in between that comes with it. I'm not gonna do that, Tim. I'm not gonna do that. What next? What next? Gotta get the pruners. His garden's out of control. Out of control. Loofah's growing way over here. Has no business. Has no business. It's like all in my celery. In my pocket you go. I have these 1x6 beds. I have to put something in. I have 5 of them. had garlic in it 3 weeks ago. Oh, weeds. So even though I have mulch, I still have tons of, not a lot, but early in the season it wasn't terrible. But you just have to be vigilant with it. Otherwise it finds its way. And it's just a pain in the butt to manage after the fact. So again, I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping. Keeping the beds looking lively. Yo. What is this? I'm sure it's some kind of seed. All right, whatever. I'm doing this the hard way. I know what I'm gonna do. So my cucumbers are not doing so hot. I'm gonna take this out. I hate to say it. It's just the leaves are getting powdery mildew texture on it. Cucumbers are coming in really weird. I don't know if because I have too much going on or just didn't really stay on top of it. But I'm already tired. I'm already tired. So now I'm gonna just focus on something easy. Once I get this tripod set up, and it stops scooting down, might be time for something different. Okay. That's trash. So here I have tomatoes that were growing. I'm assuming they came out of the compost when I mixed soil. Mix the compost with my soil, and all I'm gonna do is plant them in these 4-cell trays. Let me get my dirt. Got my dirt. There's really nothing to it. What I'm gonna just do is put these guys in on my back porch where there's a little shade, so that they don't. And I'll make sure they have plenty of water. It's like 6:45. Usually by this time I either go for a walk or work out, but I really need to do this. Been a bit lazy with my garden. And all I'm doing is just making a hole, and I'm just sticking that plant in there, making sure it's supported. That's it. What kind of tomato plants these are, I have no clue. I'm thinking they might be smaller, like cherry-sized tomatoes. I could be wrong. I'm just removing the bottom leaves. Bring it in closer. No, it's too low. Yeah, hope that's better. No, camera falling off. Alright, like I said, these are tomatoes that I found growing in my bed. I noticed them about a week ago. And all I'm doing here is making a hole in the bottom and just covering it. And in a couple of weeks, this will be my new starter 4-pack for tomatoes if I want to put them in a bed, or maybe give them away to a friend like this dude here. It's a pretty big plant. But if you are growing tomatoes, this is another cool way of, I made a video about this. These are seedlings that were growing in the soil. But if you have suckers that you notice that are growing with, if you're growing tomatoes, you can remove them and plant them in the soil, like just like this here, and they'll grow. They'll root. You have a new tomato plant. You just want to make sure it's indeterminate versus a determinate tomato, meaning indeterminate will produce until the plant is killed, either more than likely from cool frost temperatures, versus determinate, meaning it will produce for a specific time and then that plant's done, flowering and producing fruit. So it's just something to be aware of if you're getting tomatoes. They're not all the same. really careful the root's not crazy. Get another 4-pack. That's a tiny one. Let me make sure it survives. And to prove my point, I'm gonna go buy me a sucker. My tomato that I'll stick in that last one. That way I don't have any empty cells. The question is, which sucker is going to do? Like I have this big boy here. Like, this tomato's massive. I have these beefsteak. They almost look like Better Boys, but they're definitely beefsteak. And then I have what I believe to be. Let's look and see what these are. All right, so these are Cherokee purples here. I know because these were seeds started 216. Seems like a lifetime ago. But what you're looking for is something like, you see, like, that's a sucker, but it's a little weak. I want something that's gonna be strong, like this guy here. So, this is what we're gonna work with. Cherokee purple. I should label it, but I'm not. I guess I'll know because it'll be the biggest one out of them all. So, make sure there's anything crazy going on here. So again, all I'm doing is make my hole, stick it in there, and then I'm just gonna cover it up. Make sure the plant has adequate roots or adequate soil around the stem so it can root. You can use, like, they got like rooting hormone solution or powder that you can use. I have some, but it's not required. I didn't do it with the last one. And the tomatoes that I was staking, they were grown the exact same way as I'm doing this here. So give that a try. It's a huge time saver. And what I'm gonna do is just water them. Put them in the patio. The only other thing I gotta do this morning is check for eggs. Actually, let's go see how chickens are doing. There's Pepper and Sylvie. The trick is, alright, we got a broody chicken. I don't want them to escape. They'll definitely try to escape. They're looking for their opportunity to get out. But I have 9 chickens. 9 hens, had a rooster. The rooster had to leave. All right. Cover that. Water's on. Let's add some water, and then I think that'll be it before I have to do some other stuff this morning. But just want to wish everybody a happy Friday. As always, I do appreciate you hanging out with me. I know it was early. Trust me, you don't want to be out here when it's hot. But if you haven't already, just do me a favor, hit that like button. Please share. And if you got any questions, hit me up in the comment section. I'd be happy to share and help out anyway when it comes to gardening. I also go live with a little bit of freshwater fishing and saltwater fishing. Yesterday, actually, we were out in the Carolina Beach Basin and caught a nice 17, my buddy's kid caught a 17-inch flounder, which is pretty cool. Considering we barely had any bait, we were using soft plastic. But it's always nice when you catch a keeper fish that you can't keep, so. I hope everyone have a great weekend. And I hope to catch you on the next live. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. I did put a few links in the description on some of my other, gardening playlists that I have. But thanks again hanging out, and I'll see you the next time I'm on here. Peace.